Hey everyone, Caleb with the Antique Book Collective, and today I'm getting to you guys with something that I've seen a lot of commotion about lately, and it's something that I was initially a little bit afraid of when I was seeing all the commotion, but now I am not afraid. I have looked a little bit more into things, I've watched all the different videos from all the different YouTubers, and I've come up with my personal take on the dreaded eBay winter update. So, as I already said, I'm not very afraid of it, and the reason for that is actually multiple different reasons all tied up into one. So the first one, which is actually a pretty big one, is for me, I know how to do websites in general. I know how to make online stores, all that sort of stuff. So I know that if eBay ever did something bad enough for me, I could always jump ship and make my own ship or in this case, my own website to sell my own antique books on. Because, believe it or not, I've seen a lot of commercials actually for this from Google themselves, but Google has said themselves, and this is actually the case a lot of the times, is people actually, when they want to go buy something, they check Google first. And when they look for for me, antique book first, they might type in the year or they might type in first edition and then they'll put in the title. And if you are making your own website for these sorts of things, your website will be popping up on those things, especially if these are more antique books, rarer books, all those sort of things, because you might have the only version of this book left in the whole world. So when someone looks for it, you'll be the only person popping up. And believe it or not, this is how Amazon got their start. They, being a bookstore at the very beginning, they would type in all the information, and then when someone would Google it, their website would pop up, and that's how Amazon took off, was because of books. So for me, being a bookseller in general, but basically antique books in particular, I am able to capitalize on that awesome thing about search engines. So if eBay ever did something so horrible that I was so terrified that I had to leave, I could do that. Or I could go and start my own store on another platform, which is something I have considered, something I have considered several times, but it's something I have not done, and it's something I am not planning on doing. Yes, I have sold books on Amazon via the FBA program, and that was a really good program. However, the profits just weren't there for me, whereas the profits are there with eBay, even with all these updates. Believe it or not, eBay could probably charge like 70% fees, my in value fees, and I could still be making a profit. Of course, I would not be sticking with eBay if they were charging that much, because that'd be absolutely terrifying and horrible, because 70% is a lot. That's like even more than taxes. So I would be jumping ship for that, but I could still make a profit, because this sort of segues into the next thing. Antique books and anything in general, if you are sourcing it correctly, you can get it for a really good price, guys. I don't care if you are selling used couches, used shoes. You can even do land on eBay. I just found that out recently. You can buy and sell all these things on eBay, and if you get a good enough price when you are buying these things, you could sell it for a profit. Like Robert Kiyosaki said, guys, and he's been saying a lot lately, is profit is made, your profits are made when you buy, not when you sell. And that is because that's him basically saying you guys need to look for the best price you can buy something out at. You can't depend on the market that goes up and down to make you your money. You have to depend on you making your money when you are purchasing stuff, because if you know how to shop around, if you know how to negotiate, if you know how to do all these things, you can get your stuff for really good prices. So for me, I pay about $2 or less for almost all of my books. Believe it or not, I actually did cheat a little bit on that a couple of weeks ago. I bought some books for $6 a piece. I actually bought one for $15, so that is a whole lot more than usual. But again, my profits are already baked in with these books. I like to do like a 10x rule at least for most of the things that I buy and sell. So I want to make 10 times my money just off the list price. Of course, all that is not going to be profit. There are eBay fees. eBay fees for books is a lot. I think it's something like 14%. So if all you guys are complaining about your 3% rise up to 5% being a big thing, listen, we're paying 15% here. Don't complain. So that's something you guys do want to keep in mind, is there are fees, that sort of stuff. But if you guys have a good enough markup on your stuff, and if all that sort of stuff is really good for you guys, you shouldn't have to worry very much. So with that said, on to the next thing. So will I leave eBay over this? I already said no, but there is another reason why I do not want to leave eBay over this. So there is, as I said earlier, the whole thing about how Google, if you type in your website, if you have a website and you type in the book information, all that sort of stuff, your stuff will pop up. But there's also another thing to that. So if you type in all your information, so let's say I type my information in on my book, if I do it all on eBay correctly, that means when someone Googles it, I'll pop up on Google, but it'll be my eBay listing. However, people don't always go to Google first. I know of a lot of people that go to buy antique books in general. They go to eBay first and they type everything in. So if someone is shopping around for an antique book, I am sort of like double dipping my chances of getting my book sold by having it so it's just on eBay, because then I get the eBay audience plus the Google audience in general. So it's just a big audience draw to get both bowls, if you will, both baskets. I don't know the exact word for this, but you guys know what I'm getting at. So you really want to make sure that you are doing stuff that maximizes your opportunity to sell. And if you have your own website, if you're brand new, people won't be looking at your website to buy antique books. Like, they won't be like, oh, I'm going to go to so-and-so's website. That's not going to be someone's first thought. They're going to be like, I'm going to go to the big players in the game. And if I can't find anything with the big guys, I'll check out the small fries. It's sort of like when you are going to buy, let's say, a new car. You're not going to go to that one car lot on the corner in the middle of nowhere that has like 5 cars. You're going to go to the big car dealership that has 5,000 cars, because you'll know that you'll find something that really matches you there. Sure, you might get a better deal at the small fry car shop, but you will want to get one with more variety to choose from. So that's why people normally go to the big places to get their stuff. Yes, there are some people that go for the small people and from the get-go, but that's definitely the minority, especially in the internet age where the big people are always at the top of the search results. So with all that said and done, I know I didn't dig in too deep into the eBay thing. I don't want to dig in too deep because there are other eBay sellers that have YouTubes that really dove into this. So you guys can check out their different videos. Daily Refinement, if you guys have been following him. If not, be sure to check him out. So Daily Refinement. He has a really good breakdown on it, and in general, he has a really good channel for eBay sellers, so be sure to follow him in general. But I'm not going to go in too deep because you guys can read yourselves. I'm sure you guys have already learned enough about the eBay winter update if you are checking out this video. So with all that said and done, I'd love to have you guys subscribe, check out all my other videos if you are interested in eBay businesses or my antique book business, and I will see you guys in the next video.